intestinal space. You don't have nearly the same amount of this villus type of structuring. You do have a little bit of it, but then you get down into these guys. These are your intestinal crypts again. So you've got crypts referenced here, just like you had before, just at the base of these little goblet, little villi type structures. Lamina propria is this stuff right in here, basically in the mucosa. This is lamina propria. And you go down to here, what should this be? Muscularis mucosae. So it's muscularis mucosa. And then I get into this area and I'm into a region that's a submucosa. There's a submucosa here, which should be kind of that dense, irregular looking kind of tissue, connective tissue. And then this is kind of an unusual angle they made this cut at. Yeah. So you're actually seeing the circular layer looking kind of irregular, which is this is the circular layer here. And I go a little further out, and this is actually the long layer out here. So the layer that looks like it's, the layer that on this one at least that looks like it's circular is actually the long. Let me give this heading. See out here, all this is the long layer, all this is the circular layer, it's the smooth muscle. And then if I get beyond the long layer, I'm into a much thicker, this is not serosa officially, this is actually adventitia. So remember the difference between an adventitia and a serosa is what? This is officially not serosa, it really should be listed as adventitia. I don't know if it has this on here.
No, it's in the esophagus and the large intestine.
Yeah, large intestine and the esophagus. Yeah, it's not a peritoneal boundary. Whereas the other places we were looking at, that outer rim is a very thin, just layer of parietal peritoneum. Here it's actually adventitia, which is a pretty thick connective tissue, much more dense and fibrousy structure. So the large intestine is mostly retroperitoneal, so it's behind the peritoneal space. So this is not going to be serosa. It's going to be adventitia, which is a lot more dense and tough. That's why you're seeing this very wide edge, where you saw in the previous ones, you just saw a very thin rim. So that's what's going to be looking different for you. So don't mistake this for some kind of muscle or something. It's
and
not.
That's for more protection?
That's for more protection. It's a little bit more tough, exactly. Yeah, this is for more, and it just happens to be also where it's located. It just doesn't have peritoneal support for it. So that's what you're seeing here. And that will also be a clue, by the way, this is the large intestine and not small intestine, if you happen to be getting a slide that's kind of a low enough power, you can see that edge. So that might be a clue to help out a little bit too. Okay, moving to liver. I think that was everything on that list. So yeah, so moving to liver. Give me a second to